2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Voices of Arda. I am KnewBettaDoBetta, and I'm here with my friend Belmont.
How's it going?
We are here at Westmoot 2025, and we have a very, very special guest, the one, the only, Shaun Gunner. What's up, Shaun? How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you both for being here. What a fantastic weekend we've been having.
Thank you for having us. You know, we are at your event. You guys put this together, and it has been magnificent. So we want to thank you.
Well, thank you, and it's been great. We've had 200 people from across the states all here this weekend, sharing their love for Tolkien, because that's what he's all about, right? Bringing people together, us sharing our passion for this author that has changed our lives.
It changed our lives, and it continues to change our lives, and we are just having a blast here. So thank you, everyone who put this together. We just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts, man. So let's just jump right into this this interview that we got going on. You know, while we have the man here. How long have you been involved with the Tolkien Society?
So I've been a member for 20 years, and I've been the chair for 12 years.
Okay, man, that's big boss energy right
right.
there.
Big boss.
Big boss energy right there, man. Oh, that is awesome. How did you get involved with the Tolkien Society?
A friend of mine signed me up, right? So I first read The Lord of the Rings when I was about 13. I saw the trailer for the Lord of the Rings films. I thought, that's interesting. I thought, I better read the book, right? And then read all the history of Middle-earth, and a friend of mine was like, you should join this thing called the Tolkien. I Googled it, so the Tolkien Society, and then I went to my first event in 2005.
Nice.
And then, you know, I've slowly taken over the society to have the big boss energy.
Gotcha.
Well, that's what big bosses do.
That's what big bosses do, right?
His energy crescendo, it's going, like it's continuing to crescendo. So that is awesome, man. Now, so you got into it, you saw the movies, then you read the books.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is your favorite Lord of the Rings book?
It's got to be the Fellowship of the Ring, right? The way...
Handshakes all around.
I agree with you.
Uh,
Hold on. I've been telling y'all, the Fellowship is the best one. I've been saying it for years. Anyway, back to. Let me be professional. Let's go.
It's the way Tolkien slowly unpeels that onion of the lore, of the history of Middle-earth. You know, and when we get to Council of Elrond and we hear it all, and you go, who are these characters? Who are they all? And all you want to do is you want to find out more and more and more and more and more.
We are akin, sir. Like, that is exactly how I feel. The Council of Elrond is my favorite chapter within the book. A lot of exposition, a lot of just also more mystery to later unpack. So I agree with you. That's awesome. And now I'm going to ask you a different type of question.
Okay.
What is your favorite non-Middle-earth book that Tolkien wrote?
Roverandom. So Roverandom, cute little story.
Okay.
And imagine being the kind of dad that your son has lost a toy on the beach and he thinks to himself, I'm going to write him a story to make him feel better.
That's a good dad right there.
Great dad, right?
That's
Great
good.
author, great dad.
All right. I'm going to pass the mic off to my colleague here, and he's going to ask you some questions.
What's up? My name is Belmont. Shaun, pleasure, as always. So a couple questions, because right now the Tolkien Society has a bit of a renaissance going on. We have a huge surplus of new members joining, new activities, online activities, and we're really, trying to tackle the 21st century. So some quick questions. Where do you see the society in a year from now, or at least where you hope it'll be?
So the society is obviously expanding with its membership, with our events. I want to see us in a year's time doing another Westmoot, right? And having even more people coming. And one of the things that I'm really keen on is the society. We want to educate people about Tolkien, but we don't sell any books, right? So that's like one of the things we've got to get doing within the next year. We need to be selling some Tolkien books, right? Getting people buying them, getting people to read Roverandom.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We need every Tolkien book to say at the end, you should join the Tolkien Society. Hint, hint.
Hint.
So let's continue this question to look a little farther into the future. How about in 5 years? Because, the Tolkien Society has been around for so long, since, I believe, 77 or...
69.
Oh my gosh,
69.
Here I am off. But where do you see it in 5 years from now?
So we need a home for Tolkien, right? You can go to Stratford-upon-Avon and go to Shakespeare's birthplace. You can go to the Lake District in England and learn about Wordsworth and the Lake poets. You can go to London and learn about Charles Dickens. Where can you go to learn about Tolkien? So in 5 years' time, I want the Tolkien Society to be doing that, a physical home to Tolkien.
And, just a quick follow-up with that, how do you see that experience being? Do you see them looking at different artifacts from Tolkien's life, looking at his original manuscripts, some of the unreleased letters, or do you see it as more of a expose about his life in general?
I think it's both.
Oh, really?
So I think we want to be teaching people about who this man was, the works that he made, and the impact of those works it's had on the rest of the world, right? Because we have to remember that he didn't just create fantastic books, he shaped an entire genre of literature, right? Every single fantasy author that has come since Tolkien has defined themselves with respect to Tolkien, right? Either that they are trying to be like him or they're deliberately trying to not be like him. But either way, it's with reference to him, right? And people need to understand that this is not just an author who made some amazing books, he shaped an entire genre of literature, and we need to contextualize him within the grand scheme of literature. And I want people, massive Tolkien fans to come and feel part of that community, but also little kids to come and, imagine taking your kid into a little museum and blowing their own little horn of Gondor, right?
How
Right?
cool would that be?
Yeah, right? How fun would that be?
Absolutely, absolutely. How can other individuals get involved in the society? I know that you could join as a member. I'm a member. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love reading the Malorn as well as and Hen. Where can people find the Tolkien Society if they want to join?
So you can find us at tolkiensociety.org. That's where anybody can join. And if people want to get involved, they can submit their artwork to our magazines. They can come to our events and deliver a talk. They can even volunteer and help organise the society, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Just so you know, it is not hard. You can get in contact with the Tolkien Society. I've been blessed this year to be able to host the opening ceremonies at the first Westmoot 2025, and there will be many more. This has been a fantastic event, and guys, just follow suit. You know what I mean? We are willing to help you platform any way we can because we love what you do, and we want you to continue to do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Shaun.
Thank you, Shaun. It has been a pleasure interviewing you, and we will see you soon. But we want you to check out the fit right now because he got that stuff on right now. Straight out of Valinor, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? West Side for him, you know what I mean?